Hey guys, Kristin LaVanway here. So last weekend, I went on a date. Oh yeah, for 45 minutes, I got to hear how this guy knows Europe like the back of his hand. How he only drinks French and Italian wines. Yeah. How much his ex-wife sucks. Ugh. And how his daughter only calls him when she needs money or has been in a car accident. Not a good date. So finally this mind-numbing conversation wound its way around to, hey Kristin, what do you do for a living? Well, I'm a realtor. Oh yeah, most of the women around here have real estate licenses. Oh my God. If I was gonna sell my house, I would just list it myself and save the money. I have a friend who listed his house on Craigslist. It was easy. Really? Hey, listen, guys. If this is your approach on a first date, do not count on a second date, okay? And if you're looking to sell your house by listing it on Craigslist, well, here's a few things you might want to keep in mind. Let's start off with talking about the money. All the money that you're going to be saving by not paying a real estate commission. If both parties are unrepresented, you could save even more, right? It's a little like the blind leading the blind in that situation, since really neither of you guys is an expert in real estate, but you're saving money. Oh, and it can be a little awkward in that you're dealing directly with this buyer in a very emotional transaction that tends to bring out the worst in people, but hey, you're saving money. Or not, because a lot of times if you use a realtor, they're going to get a higher price for you. Let's talk about showings, because hey, everybody come and see my house anytime, because you're the one who's doing the showings, right? And all the looky-loos and the drive-bys and the nosy neighbors and the unqualified buyers, they're going to all be knocking at your door at dinner time or doing it during that birthday bash or maybe your pool party. And forget about going on vacation. You're going to be busy showing your house. And let's talk about negotiating here for a second, because maybe you watch a lot of Shark Tank and you feel that you are a total negotiating expert, but it's a little bit weird when you're doing it directly with the other party. I go to great lengths to keep my client away from the other side because it always causes problems. The few times when my clients have avoided that advice, I always end up getting a phone call from the other agent saying, hey, what the heck, man? One time there was almost a brawl in the front of the house, and another time the only reason I was able to keep the deal together was by swearing that my client would never show his face again. At all. Period. It doesn't work out so well, okay? That's all I'm saying. Emotions run high in these situations. People tend to get tense, and you got no one in between. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty here, shall we? What about liability? Because real estate is one of the most litigious fields in our society. Your chances of getting sued run pretty high when you're dealing in real estate. There's just a lot of pitfalls, okay? And that's why agents carry errors and omissions insurance. And we know what we're doing. We have to take continuing education just to keep up to speed on how we can avoid landing in front of a judge. And we protect our clients in that way. We have a lot of tools in our toolbox to resolve conflicts before they turn into litigation. Typically, the average Joe doesn't know that much about disclosure or breach of contract or what to do when one side just doesn't agree with the other side. It can get nasty. But hey, you're saving money. Let's talk a minute about the criminal element here. And this is not a scare tactic, okay? This is a real deal. Before a real estate agent walks a buyer through your house, that buyer has been pre-qualified by a lender. So the lender has all of their info, their driver's license, their address, their phone number, their social security number, for Pete's sake. And real estate agents, we have to go through a background check. They take our fingerprints before they give us a real estate license. Craigslist is scammer central. That's where you go when you want to scam somebody. Even if you skip Craigslist and go for more legitimate advertising resources like, let's say, Facebook, you still don't have any way of really knowing who is walking through your house. If you're lucky, you just get robbed. Worst case scenario, though, you could be physically assaulted. And I'm not trying to scare you. This is a real deal. But hey, you're saving money, right? So hey, I hope that gives you something to think about if you're seriously thinking of listing your house on Craigslist. If you'd like to hear a little bit more about the advantages of using a licensed professional to sell your home, or if you just want a little more dating advice, well, you know where to find me. Kristin here in Phoenix.com, that's where. Go out there and make it a spectacular